everybody. Today is Sunday, May 2nd. I started doing this vlog last night, but then I didn't realize that I had new neighbors moving into the basement apartment, so had to give up on that right away. But anyway, today is the beginning of my vlog for the Asian Read-A-Thon, which takes place the entirety of the month of May, as May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and this is a readathon hosted by Read with Cindy. I'll leave her channel and the announcement video and the Twitter page for this account, readathon, down below. But I just thought I would document my journey throughout this readathon. I'm very excited. I've posted my TBR, so I'll leave that in the corner for everybody to see. Hello everybody, today is Monday, May 3rd, and today is my official start to Asian Read-A-Thon, hosted by Read with Cindy in celebration of Asian American Pacific Islander Month, Heritage Month, I should say. I'm super excited. This is one of my readathons that I look forward to every year, so I can't wait to start and get ready to read a bunch of amazing books by Asian authors. I can't wait. The last couple days I've just been reading a different book, not for Asian Read-A-Thon, but I actually was just reading my Buzzword Read-A-Thon book, which I read, House of Salt and Sorrows, and I adored it. But today I'm getting started on my first book actually for Asian Read-A-Thon. This is a readathon that is running for the entirety of the month of May, and there are a bunch of different prompts. I think there's about 5 different prompts, and you're encouraged to read a book from every different ethnicity every time in order to make the prompt count, just to make sure that your books and your reading are as diverse as possible. Again, I love this readathon, so I'm very excited. But the first book that I am getting to for Asian Read-A-Thon is Thorn by Intisar Kanani. This is a Goose Girl retelling, and I'm super excited about it. Intisar Kanani is of Pakistani origin, but she lives in the US. And I am so excited about this. I'm not familiar with the Goose Girl fairy tale itself, but I've seen multiple retellings of it, so I'm super excited. I'm excited to read a retelling that is different than most retellings. That's what I did with House of Salt and Sorrow. That was the 12 Dancing Princesses retelling, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm very excited about this. It's like a 500-page book, so I'm starting off really well with that. I'm doing 2 other readathons this month near the end of the month, so the first couple weeks are going to be pretty chill. But regardless, I will keep you guys updated with my thoughts on this book and when I complete the other prompts for Asian Read-A-Thon. But yeah, wish me luck and welcome to the vlog. Hey everybody. It is about 3:30 in the afternoon, and I am almost 200 pages into Thorn by Intisar Kanani. I'm so far really enjoying this. Again, I don't know the story of Goose Girl, so I'm kind of going into it blind, but I'm really liking it. It started off a little bit slow, but I'm getting to enjoy the characters a bit more as I learn more about them. Some of the characters fall kind of flat, like they just have one overarching personality trait, and that's just their entire personality, and I'm hoping to learn a bit more about them as it goes on. This book is like 500 pages, so it's got time to explore these ideas. But yeah, so far I'm having a good time. I am on Jean's channel right now doing reading sprints, which has been really helping with my reading today. I've become a huge fan of reading sprints. Like, I want to do my own, so like if anybody wants to participate in reading sprints or like join me for reading sprints, mention it down below, because I need some encouragement if that's gonna happen. I won't do it on my own. But yeah, anyway, I'm having a good time, and I will talk to you guys later.
Thursday.
Good morning, everybody. Today is, what is it? It's Tuesday, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day. If you saw the clip last night, you know that we waited up until Star Wars Day to celebrate Star Wars Day. I then promptly went to sleep. Tyler went and finished A New Hope out in the living room. Actually, I don't even know if he continued on. He's really tired. He's still in bed. He may have watched more than just one of them, but regardless. I didn't really finish vlogging last night just because I had a group workout to do, and then I just made dinner and chilled out, relaxed, played my Animal Crossing, all that fun stuff. But I did finish my first book for the Asian Read-A-Thon, and that was Thorn by Intisar Kanani. I really ended up enjoying this. I'm so excited for the sequel now. This story was really great at capturing the magic of a fairy tale. After I was finished, I went and read the actual summary of the Goose Girl, and it was pretty clever the way that Intisar Kanani went and actually changed up some of the bits of the fairy tale to fit a new magical setting. I'm currently rewriting a very well-known story, so it's nice to see these kind of changes being made and not having it affect the original source material, that kind of thing. I really loved the main character of Thorn, and I loved the way that she came to terms with her place in life and her situation. She was very adaptable, still very kind, and very attentive to everybody that she came into contact with. And I really want to explore the prince more, so I'm really excited for the sequel. I'm hoping that will give us some more insight into his mind and his point of view, because I missed out on that. And I kind of wish there was more motivation behind the main villain. I feel like she didn't get enough development, and so she felt kind of flat for me. Even in the end, it seemed like her motivations were very minor, and there wasn't a whole lot of substance to them, unfortunately. However, overall, I really enjoyed this. I read this for the prompt of read a book by an Asian author in your favorite genre, and my favorite genre is fantasy, even more specific fantasy retellings, and Intisar Kanani is Pakistani, so I have crossed off one book on my TBR for Asian Read-A-Thon, and now today I'm going to start my second. The book that I'm going to be starting today is Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. This I'm reading as fulfilling the prompt of reading a book with an Asian protagonist. This book is a young adult fantasy again, but this one follows, what's her name? Young, and she is a, what's it called again? Gumino, a nine-tailed fox who survives by consuming the energy of men. She her character is part of Korean mythology, and this book is described as a YA fantasy K-drama, so I'm very excited about that. And basically the plot is that she loses her a special bead that she uses to feed, and she has to try and find it, as well as trying to work with / save the young man that's in this, her love interest. So I'm super excited about this. One of my good friends, Kayla, is obsessed with this and highly recommended it to me, so I'm very excited to get started on this. Exciting news. I was just getting ready because in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be getting my COVID vaccine, and I'm so excited. I actually have to get going now because, it's very soon. I'm pumped. I can't wait. I will let you guys know how it went when I get back. But for now, wish me luck. Hello, everybody. I'm vaccinated. I'm so excited. Want to see my band-aid? You can see my band-aid. I'm so excited. Just got back from my appointment. It was fantastic. I was in and out in 30 minutes. It was amazing. I'm anticipating feeling a little crappy in the next couple of days, but it's okay. I have many books to keep me company. Speaking of which, I have book mail. Overall, it's been a good day. Yay. Okay, the book that I picked up is Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. This I've heard as described as a dark academia set at a boarding school and really creepy, so I'm excited. Hello everybody. So I just finished Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. Holy hell, I'm obsessed. This book was so good. I literally like sat down in the bathtub and my water went cold, but I had to finish it. This hasn't happened since I read We Free the Stars, so high praise right there. 5 out of 5 stars. Fantastic. If you like fantasy, if you like urban fantasy, which I usually don't, but you will adore this book. I loved it because you got both the main character's points of view, but then you also got like a little mini story throughout talking about the actual mythology and talking about the main character's mother, which was amazing and just such a great addition to the story, especially as somebody who has never heard of these myths before. Oh my god, I adored it. 5 out of 5 stars. Go read this book.
Star Day. This is my 9th hour of Star Wars today.
Hello friends. Today is Wednesday, May the 5th. I'm super tired and my arm is super sore from yesterday, so I'm going to take it really easy today, and I'm probably not going to read a ton, but if I do, I want to let you know what my next read is going to be. So the next book that's actually on my TBR for the month is not for Asian Read-A-Thon, and that is Tell It to the World by Stan Grant, an Indigenous Australian memoir that I'm reading for my book club. However, because it's Asian Read-A-Thon and I've actually read 3 out of the 5 books I have planned for Asian Read-A-Thon, it's kind of a little weird. So 3 of the books that I'm planning on reading for Asian Read-A-Thon are I'm also using for my pop culture readathon, which starts on the 16th. So I can't read them yet, but I've read all the other books that I have on my Asian Readathon TBR. So I've picked out a few other books by Asian authors that are on my shelves that I can read in the next couple of weeks, along with this guy, because it's nonfiction, so this one's going to take me a bit longer. I'm going to read it in more bursts, but here are a few books that I'm going to pick from for the next week or so. First is These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This is a Asian-inspired historical Romeo and Juliet retelling. It is set in 1926 Shanghai, and I've been wanting to read it for a long time. Next up is Vicious Spirits by Kat Cho, the sequel to Wicked Fox, which I just read last night and I adored, so I might actually start with this first. And Girls with Stormy Shadow by Natasha Nan. This is the second book in the Girls with Paper and Fire trilogy. It's been on my shelf for much too freaking long. I also have the Empire of Sand duology by Tasha Suri, which is a Indian-inspired high fantasy. I also have the Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, which I started and didn't get very far into when I was in a reading slump last year. So I definitely need to read this. There are quite a few on here. But yeah, I have a few extras to choose from that are just like for fun. So I think I'm going to start with Vicious Spirits because I'm really in a Kat Cho mood. So wish me luck. I will give you guys updates as I go along. It's about 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening, and I didn't really update you guys during the reading, but I just finished reading Vicious Spirits by Kat Cho, and I absolutely adored it. I flew through it. I just sat down and I started reading and didn't get up till I finished. Who surprised nobody. I really enjoyed this as a companion to Wicked Fox and as a nice little continuation to kind of finish up the story. It gave some of the side characters in Wicked Fox some really great backstories and gave a little bit of insight back into the characters and how their dynamics work between each other. And I really enjoyed it. I think I liked it a bit more than Wicked Fox, which is surprising for me for a sequel. But I think I just liked the magical element to this one a bit more. Yeah, 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely adored it, so love that for me. Hi guys, it's a couple hours later. I've just been cleaning a little bit, hence my disheveled appearance. I've been doing laundry and cleaning my bathroom and all that fun stuff. But I decided to pick up my next book just for a little bit. I don't think I'm going to try and finish this today because it's going to take me a while. Maybe, I don't know. But I picked out a new book to read today and tomorrow, and that is going to be These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. It's one that's been on my TBR for quite a while, and I've heard some kind of mixed things about it, so I'm excited to see how I think about it. It is a 1920s, it is a retelling of Romeo and Juliet, one of my favorite Shakespeare plays, and it is set in 1920s Shanghai, and it is between two rival gangs in the city. I'm pumped. I love historical retellings. I love Shakespeare retellings. I'm currently writing a Shakespeare retelling, so I'm very excited to see how this is gonna go. I follow the author on Twitter and TikTok, and she's fucking hilarious, and so I'm really excited to support her and see how this is going. Chloe is a Chinese author, and I am very excited to read this for Asian Read-A-Thon. This is going to be another bonus book for me, because I have another week and a half to wait until I can start the other books on my TBR for the other read-a-thon that I'm also using for Asian Read-A-Thon. It's very complicated this month, my TBR, but I'm pumped. This is going to be great.
7 days later.
Everybody, today is Thursday. No, it's Friday. May 14th. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. As you can see, I'm in a slightly different spot, and that is because last night I decided, or yesterday, all of yesterday, I decided to rearrange my entire office, which was super fun, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm so happy with the results. But today is the last day before the pop culture readathon begins, and so I'm going to be reading my last book that is kind of like a filler book. A couple of my books for Asian Readathon are books I am doubling up and using for pop culture readathon, so I will keep you guys updated as I go. I've still got books to read for Asian Readathon till the end of the month so that I can fully utilize this month of reading. But yeah, I've got one more day left to finish These Violent Delights. I started reading this about a week ago, and I didn't get very far just because I've kind of been struggling with reading the last couple weeks, or sorry, just the last couple days, just because I've been kind of in a bit of a funk in terms of my mood. But this should hopefully, I'm feeling a lot better now that I've actually done something and rearranged my office and stuff like that and felt a bit productive. The lockdown in Ontario got extended till June 2nd, so you know, love that. As much as I don't mind not being at work, because work causes me a lot of anxiety, especially during this time. I work at a gym and it's a very anxious environment, just for myself and my own personal feelings, but also during COVID, it's just a nightmare and I hate it, so that I don't mind. Feeling unproductive and not being able to leave my house, that I don't like, despite how introverted I am. Anyway, I will give you a quick overview of this room later on, but for now I am going to sit down, drink my iced coffee that I just made, and read some of These Violent Delights. So I will give you guys an update once I've made it a bit of ways through. I'm about 50 pages in right now, and I'm enjoying it. I've just gotten the first introduction to both Roma and Juliet, so you can tell that there's like an event that happened between them that was not good some years before the start of this book, and I imagine that won't be revealed until later on. It'll probably be a large plot point, I've heard that despite this is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, it's not very heavy on the romance, so I'm very interested to see what's going on. But yeah, let me get to reading. Hi everybody, today is Sunday, May 16th, and it is actually the first day of my second readathon I'm doing this month. So I've decided to actually end this vlog, make it a 2-week-long vlog. Currently I'm still reading These Violent Delights. I didn't actually finish it yet, so I will steadily be making my way through it for the rest of the month. I'm on about page 75, and I am enjoying it. I just haven't really been in a reading mood the last couple days, so hopefully this changes considering I'm about to start a new readathon. But I got 75 pages into These Violent Delights, but I did read 3 other books for Asian Readathon. The first book that I read for Asian Readathon was Thorn by Intisar Kanani. This was a retelling of The Goose Girl, and I absolutely adored it. It was fantastic. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. This book fulfilled the prompt of read a book that is written by an Asian author in your favorite genre, and my favorite genre is fantasy, specifically fantasy retelling, so fantastic. Intisar Kanani is also of Pakistani descent, so that is one ethnicity to check off the list for Asian Readathon. Next up, I read Wicked Fox by Kat Chow. This is a urban fantasy centering around Korean mythology, featuring Korean protagonists. It is non-US centric, and it was written by a Korean author. I adored this so much. I was so obsessed with it. It's like described as a K-drama meets urban fantasy, and I completely agree. I think it was fantastic. I really enjoyed the characters. I really enjoyed their relationships and the way that they got along. I thought the mythology was really interesting, and the actual plot itself was super fast-paced and very easy to read. I devoured these. This I gave 5 out of 5 stars. And then, because I couldn't resist, I read the sequel, Vicious Spirits, also by Kat Chow. This is the second book and the last book, I think, because this is this complete duology. This follows 2 other characters in the Wicked Fox book, mainly following a side character from the other book. Again, I love the exploration of characters. I think I actually liked this one a little bit more. I thought the plot was a little bit different. I also gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and it was great. Outside of the readathon, I also read The House of Salt and Sorrows, because it was a book that had the word house or home in it for Buzzwordathon, because I've been trying to complete those prompts also throughout this year. I started late, so I'm missing January, but hey, I got May's book in pretty quickly. But yeah, so currently I'm reading Vicious Spirits, and then I'm about to continue with my Asian Readathon reads, but I'm going to be doubling them up as prompts for the other readathons. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you are reading any of the books that I mentioned, please let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you are participating in Asian Readathon. If you're new here, please subscribe. I put out new bookish videos every week, and please like this video if you did enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.